Who am I? I'm from Lundström, Sweden, working as a music producer and songwriter in my own studio. Started over there about 7 years ago. Work with artists, bands, all genres. I come from the punk scene and the punk rock music from the very beginning, and starting out recording with analog technique, big mixer tables and tape recorders. I'm a musician as well, and touring mostly in Sweden. Zacharias, Swedish pop band, and I'm touring with how do you say dance? Classic Swedish dance band. Yeah, called Barbados. I play the bass. If you walk in the studio, you will directly see why I'm calling the studio Captain Studios, because I have pictures and boats in some creation all over the studio.
Sailor's hat.
Sailor's hat, yeah. I don't really know why I'm into the sea thing, because I don't like being on boats. Or in the beginning, I have a big 48-channel mixer table. Feel the thing you do. Feel what you are doing with the EQ, for example, or see the meters IRL. So I was into that very long time. I have sold that mixer table about a year ago, but it was a Amec TAC Magnum. Not almost in the box. I've got some analog preamps or compressors, and I have a lot of microphones just for the right instrument to record or the right voice to record. It ends up in the box. When it starts to get better for my career, it's about time to get everything
efficient.
What?
Effective.
Yeah.
To be efficient.
It's more and more in the box, but. They listen. I don't know how they listen. It's just like it sounded cheap, and I can make it like sound more expensive, and people just want to know what I'm thinking about their mix or their song. Almost every time I've got a song, it sounds cheap, but the song is great. You can write songs, but you and then I have to explain that on a very. That's the hardest part. I would say 80% of my work is to. I feel sometimes I feel like a social worker. I'm gonna help the artist to. Of course.
Yeah, like Kenny, I started with playing in an indie rock band at the start, so I didn't know anything about music production at all. So after a while, you became aware that you could record a song on your own computer that we had at home. So I didn't really start out with analog gear like Kenny. I started from scratch with, I think it was GarageBand. And I made all the rookie mistakes. I didn't know about buffer size and all those things. So I bought a new guitar cable because they were like clicks and pops and stuff. I made all those rookie mistakes sitting at home. But then I had a couple of years when I didn't really have the courage, to have the whole project and record the whole project. So I think I started out with, having some samples of like birds. I was a big fan of Per Gessle when I was a child, so I liked his like summer themes. So I put some samples. It was my first sample, I think, like birds singing in the background of the song. Yeah, it was a year ago. I have been living in Uppsala in Sweden before, and I also studied in Stockholm at Kulturama, a music production education program. I really wanted to do the studio thing like all the way and try to make it as a producer and a songwriter. I think I see myself more as a songwriter actually than a producer. But I also wanted to have a studio because now since I have the knowledge, I can help other people, just like Kenny, like to record their songs and try to make something special from their ideas. I like to work in the box. Since I didn't start out with analog gear and compressors and stuff, I like to work in the box, type of production. We have like in the same kind of areas. I'm in Linköping and you're in Norrköping, but it's the same kind of like industrial areas in both cities. So it feels quite at home coming to your studio, and I hope you feel at home in my studio as well. Yeah, I work in Logic. I learned actually like production from Pro Tools, but I think Logic has a better workflow since I'm a songwriter. The only thing that it misses still, I think, is a good sampler, like a good drum sample software. So I usually tend to use battery. Sometimes it's quite good to try something you haven't done before. So I try to do that a lot and not stay in my comfort zone. I think that's like the biggest lesson I learned since I started the studio. It's the worst thing you can do is like do what you've always done, and of course you can have presets and stuff to make it like work very efficient when you record a song, but you should really try to do something that you haven't done like every song. I don't want to be like an engineer. I'm not really into just recording stuff. I don't think that my plans for Lundström Studios are that grand, like that the studio is gonna get like a big name. I think I'm more working to get my own name, like as a songwriter and producer out there, and I could go anywhere. Yesterday I finished a mix on the train going home from Stockholm, you know. So for me the big objective is to make like my name the main source of like attention, I think. People told me that you can't mix in headphones. Like they always told me that like, you can't mix on headphones, and I think I forgot about it just during this year. So yeah, sometimes I mix in the headphones and it seems like it's working. Like a year ago, I was sitting all alone in my studio, being quite new to living in Linköping since I moved here. Working alone like this genius loner wasn't working for me at all. Some things you can do alone, but it always helps like having another point of view and
having someone that's good on working with things that you're not that good on.
So I tried to contact you. You were quite busy in the beginning. No, but then we worked together since the start of this year.
Yeah. So our friendship is because of our working friendship.
Yeah. No, but it's been great working with Kenny since I think it's very important that you can help each other like with hyping a song as well. Like you can build on this hype if you like a chorus or a verse. Like you can really build on that, and I think we're quite good at helping each other, like taking it to the next level. It's a wrap. Let's go bulla.